Good morning to all of you. Today we are starting our second chapter, nuclear reactors. So first topic in that, general aspects of nuclear reactor design. General aspects of nuclear reactor design. Numerous reactors of different designs intended for a variety of purposes have been constructed in all the parts of the world. In spite of numerous possible variations in the design and components of nuclear reactor systems, there are a number of general features which all reactors possess in common to a greater or lesser extent. So, in various possible variations in designs and components, general features are in common. In outline, the reactor consists of active cores. In outline, reactor consists of active core. So in this diagram, you can see this is the general design for the reactor, and in this the reactor consists of active core. This is the active core in which the fission chain is sustained and most of the energy of fission is released as a heat. So in active core, fission chain is sustained and most of the energy of fission is released as a heat. The core contains fissile material in a suitable form. That core contains fissile material in a suitable form, that is reactor fuel and also moderator if it is required to slow down the neutron. So that fissile material contains fuel and moderator, and that these moderators are used in the core to slow down the neutrons, because the fission is accompanied by the help of neutrons, and that must the neutrons are required for the fission based on their, either these are slow neutrons or fast neutrons. If for the fission slow neutrons are required, then you need the moderator to slowing down these neutrons. Relative amounts and the nature of fuel and moderator determine the energy of neutrons causing the most of the fission. The relative amounts and nature of fuel and moderator. So these three things, the amount, nature and the type of moderator, determine the energy of neutrons. Either the energy of or the neutrons are slow or fast or intermediate, that depends on the amount and nature of fuel and moderator. The core is surrounded by a reflector. So this core, you can see here, this core is surrounded by a reflector of a material which is largely dependent on this neutron energy. Again, the type of material used for this reflector is depend on the neutron energy, which types of neutrons are used for the fission in the core. So on that type of neutrons, the material for the reflector is also depends. The combination of core and reflector together with other components present, the combination of core and reflector with other components present, that is coolant and structure, must be capable of maintaining fission change. Once the fission chain can be maintained, that is depends on the combination of core, reflected and other components present. Control operation at any desired power level and shutdown is achieved either by the rods containing strong neutron absorber or by moving parts of core or reflector so as to permit or prevent the escape of neutrons. So control operation at any desired power level, and shutdown is achieved either by rods. So these are the control rods that containing strong neutron absorber. Control rods contains strong neutron absorbers, and that permits or prevent the escape of neutrons. The control rods permits the prevent or escape of neutrons. The operation of reactor at appreciable power level. The operation of reactor at appreciable power level depends on the ability to remove the heat depends on its ability to remove the heat produced by the fission as fast as it is liberated. The operation of any reactor depends on its ability to remove the heat, because in the core fission chain continuous fission occurs, and because of this nuclear fissions the heat is generated, and heat produced must be removed as fast as it is generated, and depends on this heat removal the operation of the reactor is also depends. This involves the use of coolant. For this purpose, the removal of heat, the coolants are used in the reactor. Coolants are used. This involves the use of coolants which must be circulated through the reactor core in such a manner so as to maintain the temperature distribution that is as uniform as possible. So that coolants are used through the reactor core. The coolants are used through the reactor cores to maintain the temperature distribution uniform. To maintain the temperature distribution uniform. If energy generated in a reactor is to be converted into electrical power, if energy generated in a reactor is to be converted into electrical power, then heat must be transferred to the working fluid to produce the steam or hot gas. If the reactor is used or reactor is generated for making the electrical power, if the reactors are for the purpose of electrical power, then the heat produced or heat obtained from this reactor, that heat must be transformed to the working fluid to produce the steam or gas. As we know, for generating electrical power we require turbines, generators, and the turbines runs with the steam. So the steam, that heat produced, can be transformed to the working fluid. Here the water is used as a working fluid. So the heat obtained from this reactor is used to produce the steam from this water, and the resulting vapors or gas can be used to generate the power in a conventional manner or by means of turbines. So steam produced is used for the generation of electrical power by using the turbines as shown in this figure. So this reactor is represented for or is used for the generation of electrical power. In the design of nuclear reactor, for in the design of nuclear reactor for a particular purpose, the purposes are for the research, production of fissile material, or conversion of nuclear energy into useful power. The first decision to be made concerns the neutron energy region in which most of the fissions are to occur. Neutron energy region is the very important or is the deciding factor for the purpose of research reactor or for the purpose of nuclear reactor. Either that nuclear reactor used to be for research purpose, for production of fissile material, or conversion of nuclear energy into the power. The next step is to choose the basic reactor components. The next step is to choose the basic reactor components. Reactor components are fuel material, moderator, reflector, and the coolant for removing the heat generated by the fission. As an aspect of the latter, the heat generation, the particular method of heat removal to be used must be selected. Particular tip or method of heat removal to be used that must be selected. So these are the some general aspects for the nuclear reactor design, and this is the example or this is the schematic diagram of nuclear reactor system for generating electrical power.